Hey, traders. Welcome to the Tuesday stream. And I don't know, man. I'm just here every day. So we're looking at the same charts. But the difference between today and yesterday is just when you're looking at the daily, just one candle. So that one candle we're looking at, thought you were going to get some really nice follow through off the bullish engulfing candle, the first successful back test of a level that was only resistance became support first time ever yesterday, and then we were going, and not really yet, not so much yet, and now we got some issues on the 4 hour. I was talking about, just remember 19,891, that extra thick horizontal line right there. That's what it is. That's serious business, man. It's not a joke. Below that 17,000, below that 14K. So what's the issue? Maybe because the daily on total is showing bullish divergence. Many altcoins are showing really nice bullish divergence. Bitcoin's not so much really showing bullish divergence technically, right? It's bearish convergence technically. So that 4 hour though, where at any time you start rolling over, anytime, anytime, you got that hidden bearish divergence argument starting to develop. Maybe need some more candles, but you did get a bearish engulfing candle on the last 4 hour close. Indecision now with less than an hour to go. Structural development, I don't really see any. I mean, you broke that 60-minute channel you were in, I guess, 4 hour channel. But are you making a higher high than the previous highs? No, not even close, man. Like a 618. No, it was like a 786. But if you just keep making lower, even if the rally was nice, man, even if you're up, you were up 20% from your lows, right? Well, now how we went up 24% from our lows in 2 days. That's still a lower high. Burnout. So yeah, I guess it's a good poll. Will hidden bearish divergence develop and play out on the 4 hour? But, you know, it's probably good. I'm gonna do it right now. Yeah, whatever, man. Not much happened today. Will the hidden bearish divergence develop / play out on the 4 hour Bitcoin chart? I think that's a reasonable poll. It's been posted. Also, something else I've not posted yet, I will right now, is the Discord link, of course, so you can gain access to the community when I'm not live. There it is. 24/7 community, man. This isn't just when I'm live, the community exists. It's not the way it works. Not in 2022 or even for the past 5 years.
Gentlemen in the mix.
So you've caught a rally after only crashing 45 to 50% in less than 10 days or whatever. And the rally so far is manifesting only into a lower high than the previous high. Only to probably destroy FOMO short sellers, which they have now been destroyed. I mean, 24% upside in 2 days that killed everyone that was trying to short down at those levels, right? It was also what helped probably with this rally was short sellers covering, which made them buy. So, though you're above 19,891, you're not in a bull trend. Not even, you can't even in like your wildest imaginations on insignificant scrub time scales contrive the idea that we're in an uptrend. You can't. Lower highs. Hidden bearish divergence developing. So I'm going to be like, all right, so the classic 4 hour bullish divergence played out. Nice. But we're in a bear trend. So a lot of times, you know, you see it. You get the classic divergence in the 4 hour, then right after it, hidden bearish divergence develops and you roll over again. So we'll put that to the test. You can't thank God. You got to thank the stock market today, right? The equities markets, the index funds for gapping up and rallying and not crashing. That's probably a good reason why Bitcoin didn't collapse or dump. So yeah, that's kind of it on Bitcoin. That's your update, man. Not much different than yesterday. Same type of little channel that Ethereum broke out of, but you're certainly making lower highs. you're certainly developing that hidden bearish divergence for now until this a random Rudy Poo pump comes and you start building positive momentum again. You're still developing a bearish edge on the 4-hour, even though it's conflicting because you have the daily classic divergence also that's been developing, like total and on all the alts. So it's like really tough when you have different time scales implying different things. And it's like, well, the daily chart is showing a bullish edge kind of on the, seller exhaustion, but the trend's so overwhelmingly bearish. Can you trust it? It's like when I'm staring at a 4-hour that just had nice bullish divergence is now developing hidden bearish divergence. I don't really know if I can trust it. I mean, I think you could see 980 again if this plays out. Like the TA was respected because it rallied, right, while you were crashing this Saturday, but then on Friday and Saturday, and then now a new edge is developing right after, and it lines up with the current trend you're in. It's not the counter trend, it's the real trend. Bearish trend, bearish indicator. So make of that what you will. You can go to the daily. Nice bullish golden candle, certainly. No one's going to argue and say that like it wasn't an awesome potential reversal candle. No one's going to say that there isn't seller exhaustion implied on a chart. But man, the trend's so bad, and you could, oh, hey, we keep going, we sideways a little bit more, yeah, a little positive moment, then we crash again, and then like, we're at like the lowest low of the crash, and then somehow again, we develop triple divergence. Like, are you kidding me? But man, we were going to reverse. Well, we started, and then you get triple, quadruple down the line at much lower prices. Seen that before. If you want to go tripping through time, we certainly could. Many moments, just in Bitcoin's history on the daily. Back in 2018, it was beautiful. It was like, though you were developing bullish divergence already, like think about January 2018, right here. You had bullish divergence. It was there. No one's going to argue. Like, yeah, dude, like, holy crap, it's gotten destroyed. It's been selling off so much, but dude, sellers are exhausted. And then, right, the bullish indicator maybe wasn't as reliable. There was no demand, and you sold off one more time, and then developed triple MACD bullish divergence. Went even lower. Went down that 200 moving average, fell below it. Then went and back tested, looks like that low from November 2017. And then it played out. Massively underperformed. Right, massive, terrible. I mean, that's, compared to the previous high to low. You rallied and you double topped. On the second high, there's bearish divergence. Bearish divergence played out wonderfully. Then look, even more bullish divergence, man. And then later, same thing. It's like, hey, you had divergence. Oh, think about this, man. Think about like in the summer of 2018. Right here. You're like, oh, there's just triple bullish divergence on the MACD histogram, bro. It must be bottoming out right now, right? This has got to be right around the time. And then it rolls over one more time to hit that 58.87, and then you get your one more level of bullish divergence right here, right? Quad divergence. And then you developed on the tail end the RSI divergence that really strengthened it, right? Strengthened the argument for potential reversal at an inflection point, right? So I'm just saying, yeah, we got that on altcoins, but what happens when it does nothing really for a while and then rolls over again, and then we get triple, quadruple, whatever. Okay, so I guess we look at total, whatever. Cool. Probably a quick stream today because
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Just reiteration. There's not much change, on total, man. It back tested the level, the old cycle top, perfectly, like the Jesus. Developing, the bullish divergence we've been talking about. Bullish and golden candle. Hey, an argument of some sort for more upside. Trend is extremely bearish, though. That's real. So you can't be surprised if it keeps going. But it's really hard to be wanting to, have a conviction on a long here where I'm just like, oh yeah, I can't. I'm just gonna hold, dude. HODL. I'm hodling, man, off this. You can't be that confident because the trend's so trash, right? So, again, the same thing. You rally a little bit, you go barely anywhere, you go up a little bit more, and then you roll over again and show even triple bullish divergence or something down the line. Okay, we know though, you know, hey, below this, between 761 and 1.2 trillion, we know pretty much up and down here. So, going Bitcoin, Ethereum. BNB has been interesting. I mean, my God. Oops, sorry. It's been really interesting because you had a technical, complete bearish breakdown with confirmation on Saturday, and Sunday rolls around and you break back above the area that you had with confirmation broken down below. And then Sunday, or Monday, excuse me, you back tested the bearish breakdown as support. So all of a sudden it's springing, trying to back test springs and stuff, and the key level, you're above it. But at the same time, the other part of the zone 225, you are not above that. But yes, certainly divergence. If the TA was respected here, I guess we would get some more upside. But it's hard to trust, man. Really, look at this downtrend. I plotted that today just so you can see how nasty it is. I mean, think about it falling to oversold territory in the downtrend. Could take you to 97 bucks before you see that. But yes, dude, you're safe. You're safe above 210. Below it, you're screwed. That's it. That's really it. I mean, like, the argument could be made for a bull here that, yeah, one time no one knows, second time everyone knows, and we could be in store for a wave up off the divergence. But at the same time, it's like, what happens if Bitcoin rolls over tonight, tomorrow, the next day, and you fall back below 210 like that? And all of a sudden that isn't as strong of an argument. But I get it, man. I mean, the areas to be taking fresh shorts in the downtrend were up here. They really were. They were there, man. It was like, hey, every day I'm live, so you can just go, hey, man, let's go watch the May 24th stream and see what Mitch was talking about BNB here. Because these are the areas. They were like the successful bearish backtest. If this is real, and it's going to stay that way, we're going back down to 220. There you are. We're back at it. So certainly not an area to be going fresh short. Hard to do that, man. Down here with what just happened and what is developing on the oscillator. But at the same time, the trend's so bad that it's hard to be like, I want to go long here, because you're counter trend trading then. You know, it's really tough situation. But it wasn't so much of a tough situation. I mean, I don't know, like earlier in the month, it was a much easier situation for all the altcoins and Bitcoin. I mean, Ethereum, we were staring at the bearish hurricane. It was coming, man. It made landfall. And it's pretty much that hurricane. You know, it went further inland, and the damage has been done, right? Everyone's homes that stuck around, well, they were demolished. They're gone. There's no running water in the city. There's no electricity. There's looters right now. Okay, so we're like reassessing all the damage from the previous hurricane. It takes time to do that, right? So we're waiting on a little bit more data after that nasty hurricane came through. Hey, man, I don't know. There could be another hurricane coming, dude. We've already gone through 2 pretty much in the past 2.5 months. Fresh short on Tron. I don't know, dude. I mean, like, you know, I'm telling you, man. Of course, like, just me mentally saying yes, always short Tron because it's trash and it's a scam and Justin Sun's a sociopath. Of course. But technically, it's harder to say because you had your chance on a lowest risk area for a short, and now it's not near as strategic. A lot of the damage has been done. That hurricane came and went, you know? So, waiting on new developments across this market to develop. And the ones that are developing, unfortunately, are kind of like the bullish developments in the bear trend, though. So they're not going to be as reliable, and if they do play out, they're just going to perform like crap probably. They're not going to perform that well. Just the market conditions. Anyway, that's BNB. We'll go to Cardano. Kind of memorizing them now. How is this thing down 2% today? What's going on? I mean, maybe it's basing out. I mean, sure, you can definitely say it. No one's going to argue and say there's not bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. Like, that's there. I mean, I see it. You know, you're making the same lows and lower levels on the oscillators, but you are in a massive bear trend, a nastier bear trend than Bitcoin and Ethereum and Binance for sure. This one front ran all of them. This one started its correction many months before Bitcoin Ethereum topped out. So, and now you're to say like you're still outside of maybe a bear flag, I guess. And so, hey man, if you want to, in a massive downtrend, want to play divergent, go ahead, man. By all means. You failed to break out of the downtrend. You've successfully broken out of the bear flag, the short-term consolidation. And you're still out of it, and you're doing nothing. Down 2%. Not really getting a lot of confidence here to be like, oh, I can't wait to long this, man. Because I know the macro, the index funds, bear trend. I know Bitcoin, which is pretty much the sector. It's in a downtrend. And we know the individual asset, Cardano, is bearish as up. So it's like, a 0 for 3. Okay, can't wait to go long in an environment like that. Yikes. Even if it goes up, man. Wow. Congrats this time on pulling the lever of the slot machine, and you got paid this time. That's great, dude. Keep doing that. Keep going long when the macro is bearish as F, when the sector's bearish as F, and the individual asset is in a clear, undeniable downtrend. It's just not good market conditions, but do your thing, man. Cardano, and I think XRP would be next, right? Course, yep. Well, after all that volatility, everything's settling down again with like the market caps changing. Interesting chart, of course. You know, you got, no one's gonna argue here. You do have classic bullish divergence on the daily. You're starting to show positive momentum now today, right? Hey, because Bitcoin didn't crash today. Wow, you know, you're clearly at a very important level, 32.5 cents. We understand it's very real, but. And it could rally. You could be in store for a relief rally here, but it's just hard to kind of. I mean, when I think about the downtrend on Bitcoin, I think about hidden bearish divergence on the 4-hour, and it just makes me like. I mean, I'm not really ready to be taking fresh longs in crypto yet. For the swing trader, not really. But you do your thing. You know, everyone can do their own thing. Everyone's got their own opinions, and people are switching to like trading the 5-minute chart, which is like, good luck with that, bro. Good luck against the algorithms and the bots. Have fun. I mean, it works. I'm sure it works for somebody, but it's just not my thing. So for now, I'm cautiously pessimistic because the trend's so bad and you've done nothing. There's no real consolidation structure, in my opinion, on Bitcoin or Ethereum at all yet. So it's all about the levels, man. If you hold 32.5 cents and the macro keeps rallying and Bitcoin wants to keep rallying, then XRP is going to rally and do nothing but make a lower high than the previous highs and roll over again later. Okay? This thing is such a terrible performer. If anyone tries to tell you XRP is not a trash performing asset on a chart, they're lying to you. They're probably, they own this asset, probably. Or they take in money from Garlinghouse or Schwartz. It's a terrible performing asset. It's a utility token, okay? And if you want to invest in Ripple, owning XRP is not the way to do it, dude. It's just not. You can't yet. You can't invest in Ripple, what they're doing. You can't yet. Owning XRP will give you the, I guess, the false satisfaction of doing that, but whatever. Sol up 2%. Hey, is Sol a good project now? No, it's not. It's just in thin order book territory. In fact, I mean, if you want to look at it for real, there's this, yeah, it's like a wick high and then another test. So you have like two tests, one from May 27th and one July 6th, both from 2021. It's okay. And then you tested that at the crash low May 12th. Well, now what was once a support, resistance is starting to become a resistance again. So that's all that's really happening. Sol just doing a bearish back test for now at 37.20. So I think $20 if you're patient, but that hasn't changed. It's been that way forever almost now, right? Because like we've been bearish on Sol. Hey man, below 125 is $55. And people were like, yeah, right, dude. Like up here, yeah, right, dude. Never going to 50. and now we're like 20 because it makes sense technically, and it'll probably be there soon. So have fun. I mean, hey, let's look at the 4 hour. Maybe it's giving us a bearish edge. Oh, it broke the supply line. Finally did it, Larry. Yikes. Any edge? Yeah, a little. No, actually. Wait. Oh my God, it's so bad. How can you, in any world or universe, be right now showing classic bearish divergence? It is. On the 4 hour, the high, then the higher high with lower levels on the MACD histogram, implying a reversal to the downside. I bet that performs wonderfully. Do we have some sort of like bearish Gartley or something? I'm just going to try to get cute here with this little swing high. Oh my God. We have ourselves a textbook bearish Gartley on Sol. Short it! Short it! Not financial advice. Short it! Sorry. So that's disgusting. I mean, that's like one of your most reliable harmonic structures in the universe, and you just hit the PCZ like the Jesus. And your target, $20 from here. No, first target to be nice, $27, and then $20. Okay, that's it. Stop loss probably just marginally above 39.31 here. I mean, why could this not be like? We just looked at the levels, right? It's testing a level as resistance now. It's right back below it. Bearish engulfing candle, bearish divergence. It's the dream, man. It's, dude, if we were in a bull trend or something and this showed up, bullish divergence, PCZ of Gartley above the 200 moving average, getting back above supports here. Bullish, yeah, I said the bullish engulfing. Dude, that's great. I mean, let's see how this reacts. We'll see what kind of, you started a reaction minimally, not really gone anywhere, but you gotta like it, man. Yeah, and I'm kidding. I'm saying short it because it's like, you know, we don't get to see this many perfect Gartleys, you know. So, and we hate Sol. We think Sol is kind of a scam, and it's going to be one of those that goes insolvent or out of business or whatever the crap you want to call it in crypto. So many are going to do it, man. You just haven't seen it begin. You haven't seen the party. You haven't seen the insolvencies. You've seen a few. But you got a sneak peek. But there are so many more that are coming, most likely. Remember, 18,000 projects out there. Crypto projects. We call them crypto, more like scam projects that will collapse into nothing. And there will be contagion, right? It's just all about the lending and over leveraging, all this complex crap that these people have done, these developers have done. So I would just look at this and I'm like, I'm not gonna, I mean, say you own Sol, you're gonna own this. You're gonna stare at a bearish Gartley with bearish divergence, rejecting support resistance. You're just gonna sit there and do nothing. All right, let's go Sol. Bears in the chat. Many bears in the chat. Okay, moving on from the scrub. Look, the only reason I'm looking at Sol every day is because somehow that's the best everyone in the universe of crypto can, come up with. It's something like Sol and Doge and a utility token called XRP. That's as good as it gets, man. So that's why I'm looking at them. They have the highest market cap, if you can believe it, dude. They're not sending their best. Oh, we gotta look at Doge because this one gets attention from a multi-billionaire richest guy on the planet, so that's why it's up 9% today.
Fancy a look
that's about
at
it, right?
THX bro. Let me speak for all the sane hexicans out there. Your work is much appreciated. Don't let the nut jobs get you down, brother. Cheers.
Thank you, Secret Agent, for the 20. Yeah, dude, they'll post clips on Twitter and stuff like, okay. And it's funny, there was the stream where I was drunk. I think they trying to gotcha. Listen to Ray when he was saying about Rich Hard drunk on a stream, the Scott Carney stream. And then before even Scott Carney gets on the stream, I'm like, yeah, we're about to collapse. And we collapsed. And hey, 8.6% CPI maybe tomorrow. And I was kidding, and it happened. So it's hey, they'll forget, they won't even talk about calling Black Monday and the CPI, but they'll take something out of context about me trash talking their their egotistical psycho guy, like developer, you know, who's, oh, it's just a guy, an overweight guy with a bunch of money. Congrats, dude. That's all you are. That, I mean, really, the way he talks. So I'm just saying, man, I treat about the charts, and there's some personalities in this space that are just terrible. They're awful for crypto. And they're the type of people that would make someone never get into crypto. A normie, they'll never get into crypto because people like that. Okay, so anyway, thank you, dude, for the 20. The bullish divergence beginning to play out. Bullish divergence playing out. Positive momentum building. Let's see how it performs. Let's see if it gets to 7.86 cents. Candle high close back from February 8th. That's what you were just flirting with, skating along for a little while, over a week, before it collapsed, before it dumped again. And yeah, man, you say, that's not a collapse, man. Maybe because, yes, it is. When you drop 40% in a week, that's a collapse in ways. Sure. It's definitely some sort of collapse. It just doesn't look like it because the damage has been done, man. It's so destroyed at this point. It can't get much worse, man. Yes, it can. It definitely can get much worse. 2-cent target eventually. Previous cycle top. Yeah, why not, man? You listen, are you talking about me, Green Third Eye? Are you kidding, right? Right? Like, how could you even say that? Why are you even here? Dude, there's like evidence of like the 2 Black Mondays, just before the 2 Black Mondays. Okay, if things look like they're going to collapse, they're going to collapse. Protect yourself. Bearish hurricane coming. Blah, blah, and you're just going to say something like that. Really? Let's go. Hey, you should, you know, start streaming, dude. Let's see how you do. Could you make it a career? I don't know about that, right? Do it for 4.5 years successfully. Okay. So Doge, man, okay, there's maybe some more upside here, but if wait till Bitcoin dumps, you know, and the hidden bearish divergence starts developing. Is there that on Doge too, dude? Nah, not really anything. I guess there's technically a little bearish divergence. If you go from one peak to the next one, there's lower levels. So whatever. Let's see when all this 4-hour bearish stuff starts playing out, you know, on these assets. Let's see. What was it? Dot. I keep forgetting about Dot, man. Dot's down too. How are you gonna be down 2% when Bitcoin's not down? Oh wait, there's no demand. Look at your. This is, you know, this could change, but wow, you know. Textbook undeniable bullish divergence. Look what you had it before, right? Look back here, February. Look at this. Look how well it played out on the bullish divergence on the daily on the oscillators, just like you're receiving now. Back then, you know, from when it kind of started developing. I mean, I guess we could start saying like maybe after that green candle even. Let's just start even saying like, I don't know, around 17 bucks, right? It went up like 42% off that daily bullish divergence. That's pretty good. Even in a bear trend, and that is massive underperformance. That's the stuff that should reverse the trend, where you come back to this level, you hold it, and you rally again to 26 bucks, bear trend. But so now, this exact same level of divergence you're seeing, right? Same type. Where are the bids? You hit the support too. You hit the level. It was perfect. It made too much sense. But, I mean, dang, man. Maybe tomorrow, you know. This should usher in some more price action to the upside, but it's not really yet. I mean, a little bit off the lows, sure. Below 668, it's 550, then 360 after that. That's it, dude. Break out the arrogant will? Shoot, dude. Yeah, right. Tron. Oh, yeah, Tron. Hey, someone was like, should I short Tron now? It's up 6%. Really? Dude, again, it's how can you? How? I don't really, I mean, unless this level somehow starts acting as resistance twice, confirmation, it's tough, man. This is tough area. It's almost coin flip territory. This thing could go up to 8.2 cents again. I mean, you're so much up and down here. Look, straight up, down, up. I mean, a bunch, man. That's why, you know, you get your chances. There's a limited amount of time, oftentimes, right, to get that opportunity at those low risk areas, and then they can play out super fast, so they can take their time playing out. But now, how can you? There's not even an edge. There's no edge for bulls or bears right here. It's just rallying. It's up 6%. Below the 200 moving average, though. I'd love to see it fail to break above this high from February last year. You stay below that long enough, you go straight back down to 4.9 cents. But dude, again, once it breaks that, if it does, I mean, then you got 7 cents. There's so many peaks and valleys here, right? I think you'd be going straight up to 6.9 cents, and then that's going to be real tough to break. I don't think you would break 6.9 cents, but you got to understand the levels. You can't just randomly short in the middle of the dead middle of the two levels that have been plotted here for you. They're pictured here. The yellow lines, you see them? What it's in between? Sorry, I confuse people with alerts. The alert lines might confuse people. Oops. What's it doing there? Right, okay, so coin flip. You go up to 812, coin flip, 4.9 right here. When you're up down here, when you're up at these levels and you have bearish divergence, a confirmation high, you've just up thrusted multiple times through that critical level, and then you back tested it higher. You have a greater than 50% chance that it would dump here at these levels, and it played out real fast. But you've rallied because, you know, Bitcoin rallied, the whole market rallied. So okay, that's it. So that was God, can you even believe this? Well, you know what the next largest crypto in the entire world is? Some scam called Shiba Inu coin. Such bullcrap, man. What a joke. Higher market cap than Avalanche now. I guess it took it out during the carnage this weekend. Yikes. Let's go to let us go to, oh my God, dude. Bitcoin dominance still struggling here. I mean, it's at that supply line, trying to back test it. It did back test it, but now it's starting to fall through it again. Might be headed down to the 200 moving average, 42.69 next. But the thing is about this, as long as it just makes a higher low than the previous lows, everything will be fine. Hidden bullish divergence will eventually develop, and a continuation upward would be implied, and you've been uptrending some lately. Short-term uptrend, mid-term uptrend. With the higher highs, higher lows, you have the higher highs and then the higher lows. And if you get another higher low, that's real good. That's classic accumulation going on. So even if this doesn't hold here, just as long as it makes a higher low, just pivots higher than 41.5 cents, that would be classic accumulation. Higher lows equals accumulation on a chart. All right. What about Bitcoin to Ethereum, you know? Bitcoin to Ethereum. Oops, is it Ethereum to Bitcoin? Oh yeah, why don't you? Sorry. Ethereum to Bitcoin. Oof, man, it was like.
Quackenbush super chatted $49.99. Hi Mitch, just a normal 9-to-5 guy that found your channel during COVID. I've learned a ton, wish I could tip more. You have saved me thousands. Cash just king right now. Thanks again. Q.
Thanks, Quackenbush, for the 50 super chat, dude. That definitely warrants a Leroy. Thank you, dude. Man, you don't tip me anything, dude. You just give me a like button. That's enough, right? Make sure you're subbed and all that. But you've been watching me for years now, technically. So thanks for sticking around and thanks for being here. And I'm glad that I was some value to your life, a positive force in your life. That's amazing, dude. So thank you. Okay. So I think Quackenbush sees 5.3 million sats right here trying to be defended. Wow. Dude, look at this. It's that one low from April 2nd, 2018. Right there. It is trying desperately to spring back above it and hold. And yes, there is divergence. Tremendous divergence. But my God, the performance is just so blah right now. All right, that's triple bullish divergence, man. But we know how bearish this is. How it's gone full bear, you know, lately. The lower highs, now the lower lows. If it does play out, it will probably end up making a lower high than the previous highs and rolling over again. Yeah, the RSI too. That's great, man. I love it. We can identify bullish divergence all day. It's educational, but the trend is extremely bad. You have a very, very bad trend now. And if you don't hold 5.4 million sats, it is such an easy run straight down to 4.1, 3.9 million sats. I'll just plot the gray zone. Easy on the eyes. Right there, that's the next level. So it pulled a BNB a little bit, didn't it? Where it had fallen below the levels, but not quite. Yeah, you know, the selling was overdone and a little rally had to ensue, and it's rallied upward, but it barely. If you zoom out, you can't even see it, man. It's like, what? So I just fear kind of that this one might be going for a full reset. And if it doesn't, then we know it's probably going to at least the next level of inflection, right? Yeah. You can see all the valleys and the peaks, all the different price action where reversals occurred there, supports and resistance. There's a lot of history there. So I think that's probably where you're headed in time. But hey, man, who am I to say the divergence can't play out? You know, there was some divergence on the oscillators, you know, in early March, and it played out, but massively underperformed. Ended up making a lower high than the previous high and hit the support again. That's when you feel kind of like the confidence not very good, and you break it, and now look at you. So this just means that Ethereum in time could definitely keep underperforming Bitcoin. Like lose more value to the US dollar than Bitcoin does. That's what this pretty much means. Like one Ethereum is 5.4% of one Ethereum, right? Or one Bitcoin right now, excuse me.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
All right, now we can go to the S&P 500. Why not, man? Hey, they didn't collapse. They got back above those critical levels. Hey, nice power hour. Decent little power hour. All right, we did it, man. We're not screwed. Remember we were talking about yesterday when you fall below channels like this and downtrends, like 2008, it was awful. So at least you have, yeah, you've pretty much made it to where that's not the case yet. So you could still just be oversold in a downtrend and be destined to fill some gaps to the upside. But good luck. Good luck with that, man. Good luck. Going long in downtrends. Confirmed, undeniable downtrends. You know what happens, I believe, tomorrow? It will be unveiled that the United States has shown a negative GDP growth for the second quarter in a row. What does that mean? Pretty much that the Citadel is sending out a bunch of white ravens, and those white ravens are all letting us know that winter is here, that a recession is confirmed by the powers that be. They're so much smarter than us. All these economists with their PhDs, they're telling us, man, finally, only after we topped out, pretty much confirmed the bear trend right here. Only after losing 20%, you know, on the S&P, but really from the top, you know, when the Federal Reserve insiders sold all their, you know, 24%, you know, so it's just. Hey, Fernchild, thanks so much for joining the Patreon. Much love, really appreciate that. Dang, Jake, nice art, man. Really nice art. You have like lamp art. That's sick, dude. All right, so you're fine like a fruit fly again, I guess. You know, I wouldn't say there's so much of an edge here. And yeah, that's it, dude. You're kind of in no man's land. I mean, 3,700's held. You know, you're holding 3,700 still for now. It's hard to trust this stuff. You gapped up and no volume. There's just no liquidity in this market right now. You be careful out there if you're one to ape in. When we get candles like this, when we get days like this, a lot of times the next days they're real bad. You just gap down again, 2-3%. It's like nothing happened. But if you aped in today, you get trapped in.
Gentlemen, in the mix.
Vincent, just that anecdotal evidence is not even close to enough to be able to entertain the idea that we're not in a recession. We are certainly in a recession. Okay, Dow Jones, it did it, man. Hey, you're back inside the downtrend. You could be in oversold territory on a second low. Unfortunately, there is not classic bullish divergence here. It's only like bearish convergence, but it doesn't mean you can't rally here. You know, that's cool. You were up 2%. Let's just see what happens tomorrow. You got really close to that pre-COVID crash high, 29,564. Just barely didn't touch it. So I think that will be touched in time. So cool. Very nice though. In a very well established downtrend, but near the oversold territory of it. And buyers defended that level for now. Same with the NASDAQ. Hey, its own little nice downtrend channel. You held there's real life here. There is real classic bullish divergence. So it's like total market cap is the NASDAQ. So seller exhaustion is very real, but you gapped up, just leaving yourself a gap to fill tomorrow, probably. I mean, even if you get back above 10,823, which is a real level, if you're above it, you'll probably go fill that gap and back test that level as support just to reconfirm that it's support again before you were going to run to 12K if you were going to, right? So there is divergence. It's very real. It's right there. You can see it. On a second low, a lower low. So yeah, you could be oversold and you could rally a little bit more here. You know, you could even, dude, you could rally up to like almost 13K to test the top of the channel and be overbought in a downtrend. That would really get people complacent. Oh, hey man, I guess everything's good. I guess we're bullish again. I guess the trend's up. I guess we're in an uptrend, and it takes like a month to get there. And then, you know, up here we roll over again and start crashing. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, you've been decimated and you're starting to show a little exhaustion from sellers. Yeah, sure. Weekly bullish divergence on the NASDAQ, man. Hey, that's even better. Kind of. I don't know, man. Maybe. Yeah, you are the 200-week moving average, certainly. That's an area to watch, man. That is an area to not ignore. That 200, look at what happens. COVID crash low. You fell below it the next week, right back above it. You got very close in the bottom of the 2018 volatility crunch. Very close. 2016. And of course you fell below it in 2008. So you're testing it, man. Let's see what kind of reaction we get on the NASDAQ off this test. Okay. Yeah, dude, this is terrible. Like, let's just start with the weekly. All right, the weekly. Disgusting. Who cares what it did today if you're looking at this time scale? If you're below 1743, you have to be extremely bearish. You cannot be bullish. Look how you're below the 200-week moving average here. Well, you did that, of course, in the COVID crash. But only when times are terrible are you falling below that 200-week moving average, right? So until you get back above the 200-week, until you get back above your pre-COVID crash highs, your 2018 highs, this is dog crap. This is trash, and I think it's going to 1600, 1460. But dude, let's be real. Like about Fibonacci and the M shapes. I mean, like a value area is 1300. It's a 2018 valley. It's a peak from 2015. It's lined up. I mean, it's plotted here, and that is a 786. So there's a 78% sale on Russell 2000. There were like 33% of these assets don't even make money. They don't, so they're gonna get wrecked in these market conditions. So you guys think about those levels down there, the 1300, man, for 786. But yeah, there's gonna be ups and downs, but you just broke support last week, confirmed. Yeah, even here, man. So hey, we got some maybe divergence. Yeah, a little bit of RSI divergence, maybe. Not even on the MACD histogram. Dude, it's going to follow the other index funds. So, hey, if you get back above 1743, you could be going to 1926 really fast. Sure. But you're not yet. So each day we get new pieces of data. Gold not doing too hot. I mean, really below the 200-day moving average again. Trying to hold on, but no bids really. Just got to be patient here, and we'll see what happens, man. It's still making higher lows until it's not. It's gonna stop making higher lows when it gets somewhat below 1793, and then that's when you want nothing to do with gold. You'd be like, I'm out of gold, I'm done, because then we could be working on a massive double top. It could be over. It could already be over for gold. We don't know it yet, but we will know. We'll start really knowing, I think, when we start falling below 1793 for real, like with, you know, some convincing price action. But for now, higher lows. You've been making higher lows for, you know, a year now. Yeah, the good old days, crypto info, the good old days, man. Let's see, silver. Yeah, sure, man, he's back. What's up, dudes? Yeah, ET not electronium, thank God.
Excuse the ignorance, real new here, but for Eaton, is that a bullish crab harmonic that I missed starting in mid-April? Also the RSI seems unpredictable. Thoughts going forward?
I don't know, we'll look at it, man. We will look at it. Only had like 2 requests today. Yeah, 2 requests. Well, look, let me get through a few more of these commodities, and we will take a gander. All right, thank you so much, dude. We're just going across the markets, man. Going across the markets. What did well today? Lumber up 3.88%. Hey, it's the 886 reaction area, the divergence. So I had another good day today, and we'll be soon testing 623 to 650. Look left, right? The high from 2018. I don't know if you break that, but if you do, then 820. So that's all we got going for us on lumber. Nice day. One of the best performing commodities. Coffee. Dang, man. Coffee's actually holding on. Still, if it breaks above 240, this is a dead idea. But dang, man, it actually is effing doing it. It's actually, look what I'm talking about, this level. Like right here. This is like everything. This is the everything level on coffee. But what it just did, right? Why that arrow is there is because you peaked out, then you sold off, you made a lower low than previous low, then you made a lower high than previous high, then you made a lower low than previous low, and then it made about the same high as the previous high, confirming distribution. That's exactly what the S&P did. This is exactly how I pretty much was like saying that the bear market was here when we at 4,600 on the S&P rolled over for the second time. So I was just thinking, hey man, but this thing's holding right now, unbelievably, holding the 200 moving average, holding. I mean, my God, is it like inverse head and shouldering now? It's kind of crazy. So the verdict's still out on coffee, because if this is real life, successfully back testing that level, and it's going to run and start taking out these highs. I mean, sure, you do have to worry about the bearish cipher idea too. It's like you're not out of the woods till you make on this one. This one's trend could still be reversing. Look, man, this could be a perfect bearish chart right here. What's going on, dude? Oh my God. Sorry, this is my... Sorry. Well, we'll switch it up real quick. Let's act like that didn't happen, okay? Anyway, so even if it holds here, still you can't even trust this thing till it recaptures previous highs. After something like this, I would not be surprised if this all ended with a bear shark of some sort. So I just like, man, to me, that's really cool that it's holding here, that it didn't roll over. But there's just too much work that needs to be done. Too much. Of course. I almost freaking knew it, dude. Like, there's no way fundamentally hog futures and steak and all that doesn't keep going. I'm like, we literally on stream, we're like, in before this thing just starts doing this. Yeah, right. Like, imagine it actually playing out with what's happening with our food and our farmers and the shortages that are coming in the next 6 to 8 months. It's going to be bad, man. It's going to be real bad. These charts are probably going to show you. My God, this thing's not showing a head and shoulders. It's never been. It was a potential idea, and now it's like, could just keep going up, man. Screw it, dude. Bullish FIBO stuff. Ridiculous. Yeah, commodities, man. I mean, most commodities did terrible today, actually. I mean, like, we're talking wheat and corn and cotton. Heck, even orange juice kind of got wrecked today. Soybeans, I mean, rice, they didn't really have good days today. But for some, hey, man, lean hog futures look like a potential hedge. Nah, man, we're going to keep on. Now, of course, you could just roll over tomorrow and still kind of valid idea. But I'm not even going to plot that until we start selling off for real and we get near that neckline again. And then we'll talk. But until then, man, just go figure. Go figure. 133 maybe in time. Because these are the charts that hurt you the most. The stock market's collapsing. You know, it's been collapsing, and so is crypto. But hey, food cost, everything for you that you have to spend money on, that's going to keep going up. Everything else, though, will go down. So. Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, like, I think the majority of houses, no, it's, God, I can't remember. I read, maybe it was like 25% of houses across the country have already dropped their price, you know, that have been on the market. There's a lot of data showing to a slowdown in real estate by far, you know. I'm sure it's cooled off some, Jack, some. Like, I mean, I'm talking when you over double the mortgage rate in 3 or 4 months, that will slow down the market, no matter what market it is. It doesn't matter. Low inventory, yeah, in certain particular markets. But you can't tell me that these houses that you're looking at every day, they're not. Are you telling me there's still bidding wars like there was? Like every house you're trying to sell, there's like a bidding war. Jesus Chom's new day. New day. All right, go figure, man. Food costs gonna keep rising. You know, you're gonna eat the bugs, and there's nothing you can do about it. Do you hear me? The bugs, you will eat them. They took over, man. They took over. World Economic Forum. They've somehow got it. They got it all, man. They figured it out. So that's not really like, hey, it's just a candle, man. I don't really trust this market. But hey, it did bullish engulfing. It did back test, and I guess it engulfed the previous candle. So is it a break hook and go? Yeah, it depends. Like if you still have like a high demand neighborhood with a really good school system, I can understand that. But dude, we were talking about there were like bidding wars and not good school systems and not good neighborhoods. But anyway, you're gonna eat the bugs, all right? Are you cool with that? I think you are. I mean, to this point, we've let it all happen. We've let this World Economic Forum take over everything. So you're gonna do what they say eventually. So yeah, on the new day, remember the hidden bearish divergence argument? Still, it's very real. I mean, you give me a couple, like give me like 2 more, 3 or 4 more 4-hour candles of this. Hidden bearish divergence is extremely real. Extremely real. Continuation implied downward on the 4-hour chart in a downtrend, mind you. Okay, so that's real. I mean, I hope it changes. I mean, I hope we just get some crazy green candle that just takes us to the moon, man. And everyone can say, hey, yeah, dude, nice one on the hidden bearish divergence not playing out. But I'm just saying, until that happens, you're not gonna make me not at least talk about it potentially happening. it's developed. It's pretty much completely developed now. A high, like a substantially lower high on price, and then a much higher level on the oscillators implies downward. And where? What would the target be? Easily 19,891. No problem.
2-day bullish divergence.
Maybe so, man. If we look on enough time scales, I guess we'll find something, dude. Sure. I believe you. Yeah, of course. Potentially. What happens if today or tomorrow the negative momentum starts building again? It's a little early, maybe, right? Maybe we need a few more days or a few more 2-day candles and histogram wicks to see. You know, it's a little early. But yes, I could certainly understand. Yeah, maybe. And that's a nice pin bar maybe right there too. But at the same time, that could be no. I've seen so many of these that just get wrecked, man. Like it was nothing. I mean, this 2-day candle was pretty awful. That was nothing. That's not a good real. I don't think that's a very good candle. I mean, it was a back test, sure, just not a great follow through of anything. If this is a pin bar hammer, right? Then where's the price action, man? Why did we just sell off like that? You know, it's hard to trust anything right now because you know the trend you're in. It's bearish. And the 4 hour is giving us a bearish edge now. You didn't make a higher high at all. What was the most recent discernible event, even on the 4 hour? The lowest low of the entire crash. That's it. That's right there. It's a discernible event. The most recent one. Or unless you want to say you've just put in your lowest high on the 4 hour of the entire crash downtrend. So it's your lowest low or your lowest high. Which one you want to pick, Larry? Because they're both awful. They're both the worst so far. Okay, fortunately, Ethereum, same situation. It's even more nice here. It's even more developed. Like there was no positive Momo building. Just to keep losing it. Implying continuation downward. Your target easily, it's like $980, $1,000, whatever. Probably this low right here. Dude, is that never sudden short? Nah, I wouldn't even worry about it, man. Lower highs for now. I know everyone wants to catch a bottom, but it's not about the first bottom. It's normally about the second or third bottom. And, you know, those lows are higher than previous lows. You know, you're looking for accumulation. You're looking for something. This is nothing. Recent event. Most recent event on this chart was the lowest low or the lowest high, which we don't really know. The bottom's not in yet. Like you can't really tell. There was a bearish engulfing candle. It is lower, but what happens if it starts rallying here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I understand right here, if the TA on the 4 hour, if the TA is respected, we go down next, not up. If the TA in the trend, right, we are in a bear trend, and we're showing us there is a bearish indicator presented to us, then down next, not up. But we'll see. You know, of course, it can get invalidated and stuff like that. Sure. Let's see, dude. Let's see what happens, man. All right, let me get to these requests because, you know, I don't want to leave the supporters of the stream hanging, you know. All right, secret agent one is Hex. That Hex, hey, the good news, man. You got above the level. My God, what happened? Jeez. You got above the level. Everything was good. And then you just like dumped. But you're still above it. You're still above 3.9 cents, which is great news. Great news for Hex. Above the level. Below it, bad news. Real bad news, you know, and that's, let me show you here. Uh-oh.
Shooting star printed on the 12 hour. Ready.
Thanks, Marbob. We can look at it after Hex just for a second. Yeah, so hey, it's the level, dude. It's the candle low close from May 23rd, 22nd. All right, well, you're above it for now. The divergence there was very real like bullish divergence on the oscillators here. It's playing out, but it's not really going anywhere, you know. If it stays above 3.9 cents long enough, maybe I mean the target could very well be 6.6 cents, but if you fall back below that 3.9 cents, you go boom 1.6 cents most likely in time. So very well established downtrend. Good luck. Good luck picking a bottom. Good luck, you know, dude, you understand the divergence was really going to play. It could rally upward, man, and a few days later you think, oh, everything's so good, and it starts collapsing again. Like, what? After a lower high, dumping. You're not in the right market conditions for like nice fresh longs on things. It was just at one point, like, you know, where Hex bottomed out. It was, for Bitcoin, it was just a nice area for shorts to cover, not a good area for fresh, amazing longs, because the trend's terrible. Okay, good areas for shorts to go short, and then good areas for those shorts to cover. The shorts did cover on the weekend, and it turned into an engulfing and a back test, but whatever, man. Now the 4 hours already looking gross again, like crap again. So, sorry, the party sucks. 12-hour, though. 12-hour shooting star. Yep. Yep, that's pretty shooting starish. For sure. Yeah, that's shooting starish. Yeah. Yep. Still in the bearish control zone. What a complete reset on the 12-hour RSI. You're 35. Think about what happens. All right, you come down. Sorry about that. That shouldn't be visible on the 12-hour, never the 4-hour. But just think about what happens all the time, right? You know, eventually you get one of these, and then you get actual real divergence. But you're at like 14K. You know, think about that, dude. That's real, undeniable, crazy classic bullish divergence that you don't have and didn't really have on 12. Okay. You're right though, shooting star. I mean, that kind of, yeah. What was the next request? There's only one more, right? ETN for Ash. Yup. Nice, dude. 2 requests. We're gonna make it. The Eaton Corporation. Oh my God, what a trend. What a oh my God. This looks to me like the carnage has not even yet begun. When I look at Eaton Corporation, I look at something like this, it's like an index fund. It's like, I would say probably in time 114 if you're patient and you wait. Then 105, which is kind of nothing, and then maybe the stronger supports start coming in around 89 bucks. You have like 3 or 4 touches there. Yeah, I think there's a lot more downside here, but hey man, whatever. What was the question about it? Is that a bullish crab harmonic on, did you missed since April that you missed starting in mid-April. Oh, I see it. It's kind of like, does it matter? You know, it's so insignificant compared to what's going on right now, and looking left and there's just nothing here really. Like yeah, I think like a strong, the only area that makes any sense really is like 114, but he's talking about this. Let's see that. Let's put it to the test for education purposes. Mid-April, get your XABCD tool right here. He was talking about this is the X point. A, B. It'd be more like a butterfly because it's like a 78% retrace on B. Very important, right? Crab patterns are 382s to 618s really, and then butterflies are B points are 786s, and then lower highs. And then a butterfly, see, look how it's like a 200% retrace right there. I mean, 300% on B to C. So I would say it's so insignificant you can barely even tell. And you could do something like this. You could be more like, hey, look at this, way more discernible. Like XA, this would be a crab, but it's probably already hit the pattern completion zone. Oh my, yeah, the 1618 was right here. And it did react. Holy crap, man. It literally reacted like right there and then just rolled over again because it's in a bear trend. I wouldn't touch this crap. The trend is not your friend anymore. You were making higher highs, higher lows for like years now, you know, and then now it's lower highs, lower lows since January. So it's a well-established downtrend, and I don't think I would touch this or even look at it again until it hits 114. And that's it. And if you talk about full resets, forget about it because they could go so low it would make your face melt. Talking like deep value areas, $70, $82. Again, like I think $89 is the most reasonable area. That's like, you know, when the S&P starts going down, NASDAQ starts going down those levels where there's true supports, I think this would be on its way to. I wouldn't be. You had all your time, all the time to make it. The tide has changed. Things have changed now. You're making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, like undeniably, over and over and over again. You've only just really broken through a 382, which is shallow mild. I think the next target is that 114. It lines up with a 50% retrace. That's probably where you're going next if you're patient. Oh, big yikes on H&T. Good timing. Let's take a look at it. Gotta love H&T. Got to love this asset. It was perfect, man. It was such a perfect short trade setup. It was very, very similar to Tron when we posted that live on stream. Very similar. Where it was at this level. It was at this like peak from May 13th, and then up thrusted and failed, and then rallied, and then started making lower highs than the previous highs. Very subtly, quietly showing distribution. One time fail, 2 times fail, lower low, another test again, and it's just another, are you kidding me? Another lower high up here? Perfect opportunity for a short. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, I'm thinking eventually it goes back down to 735 and $7 eventually. Then it breaks it, then it goes 464, then maybe $2 towards the end of this whole thing, this whole fiasco, this whole crypto winter. We're well in now. So White Walkers are here if you haven't noticed. If you haven't noticed yet, man, White Walkers are here. The Army of the Dead, just going everywhere, all over Westeros, man. Wow, US oil is dumping, chat. We have, look at this 4-hour bear flag on US oil. Woo! Well, that was beautiful little bear flag. So it's down almost 2% now. Hey, this is why whenever you stare in the face of a W shape after a long extended rally before it, uptrend before it for a long time, hey, it's not a good idea to be trying to long up here. There's no value, extreme premium, and you're literally inversing what one should maybe be doing when they're staring into the face of a W shape that looks like this. So, All right, I had another alert or something. We go even lower. But hey, oil back below 110. If you look at history, the only thing that really makes sense is $100. Let me show you here. Gotta go to daily. Right, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So, yeah, you're below 110. I think you go to 100. If you break 100, you go to $87, which we would desperately need. We would prefer that. There it is, man. And it's ugly for now. Bearish. Well, look, all the negative momentum's building. You're finally at your highest level of negative momentum you've seen since March, and lowest RSI you've seen since December. Are you in the bearish control zone? Oh, US oil on the daily is now officially in the bearish control zone. It's below 40. You haven't seen the bearish control zone since once this year. This is the first time US oil has seen the bearish control zone on the daily RSI. So let's see how much further we go, man. How much lower can we go? Dang, man, we got some alerts in here, don't we? Hey, Ethereum, $1,100. Not too bad, man. Not too bad, but unfortunately the hidden bearish divergence is there. You just got to wonder, how well will this perform? How well will it perform? Dude, just... Well, it did not do a poll, right? Will the hidden bearish divergence develop, play out on the 4 hours? Beginning to. 72% of y'all said yes, the hidden bearish divergence will develop and play out on Bitcoin's 4-hour chart. 28% of y'all said no. So the majority, the high majority says yes, we are screwed. We are screwed on Bitcoin. I don't think it really is low enough yet. I mean, I think it's like playing out when we start testing 19891 again. That's when we could say maybe that this is playing out. Completely matured and playing out. 420 likes, yikes, man. Remember where that time 2 days ago when I got 2,300 plus likes like the second most likes in the history of my stream, in all my streams. What was it? 30,000 views. My God. And today, just days later. Dang, man. That's why I like bull markets a lot better. It's like accumulation of viewers and likes and all that on the way up. And then like bearish stuff is like, hey, we'll get crazy stream stuff. But it's like no accumulation. People just watch and then they're not like coming back like you would in a bull market, you know. People just keep coming back every day, even when it's flat. That's right. Saturday afternoon stream ended up being one of my top 5 best streams ever in terms of viewership and likes and engagement. It's crazy. Totally didn't expect that. We were like going back to 2019 stuff before they changed the algorithm like 50 times. So I've been live 1 hour and 16 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit the like button, that bell, sub. Thanks for being here. There's a Discord link. And that's it, dude.
While we're on energy, UNG Nat Gas ETF. Looking for a good entry point. Winter is coming.
What's up, PMCM? Thanks for 20, dude. I'll look at it. Well, might be a minute, dude, because you've been paying premium on that. UNG, sure, dude. Sure thing. Yeah, dude, I look at this and I don't think this is a... Whew. Yeah, let's just zoom out on this thing. So you're at this level that's so important, right? It's that swing low from March 2016. There's going to be a valley from 2017. But when I look at this, I wouldn't say that this is a good area. I mean, you know what really the most optimum best area it would be is much lower prices, like a full reset in an uptrend. Like if we could get down to 14.23, that'd probably be your best bet. $16 too, right? Because we're just talking about this, we're talking about a shark. You've already finished, right? You've like done the whole XA, B, C, D stuff. The C to D is what you're maybe working on now, right? Where you get down to those levels. Yeah. So you're about to break the bad action magnet move, the B point, which gives you a higher probability of seeing that 886, 786 eventually. Yeah, you're like breaking the B points here. It'd be cool to see it get back above 2320, but look, it was a valley and it's a peak and a valley. If you stay below that, man, that's a confirmation that it's resistance now. There's a lot lower prices in store. This one's like, after a run like that, man, you got to take a step back and just relax, dude. You can't be trying to take long. You're catching knives now. I mean, it's just nothing like, I mean, what even on this one? From that low to high, this one at least went to a 78% retrace in December and was already bullish, you know, it had already bottomed out, 786. So, you know, that was a value perceived area down there. Why would we be going long now? You would want to wait, I think, till much lower levels.
Finally,
just like oil,
me
like
on.
wait.
What took me so long? Best investment I've made this bear run. Carpe diem.
Bruh.
Dude, thank you, Quackenbush. I really appreciate the 10 super chat, and thank you for joining the Patreon, supporting the stream. The 100% crowdsourced stream, where I've never taken a dime from anyone to promote their product on my stream, ever. How many content creators you got that can say that? That never did it once. I don't monetize my streams. Never. I play copyright music every stream, so I physically can't monetize. No affiliate marketing links, right? How many hours of time have I saved you for you watching this stream, if you like the stream, and you never had to watch an advertisement ever? How many minutes of time have you saved?
Add blocks to the list. Thanks.
Hey, Ash. Yeah, dude, we'll look at BLK. Thank you, man, for the 20. Cheers, dude. Well, look, was that next? Let's see. Yep. That was it. BlackRock. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Well, definitely, man, this is interesting levels, and like definitely a level where you could see a rally here of some sort, because it's like one low, then the second low, maybe it's a confirmation low at key levels here, right? You can see them. You can see the level. I'll plot the zone here on BlackRock. Remember, these are part of the you will eat the bugs. They're definitely in bed with the you will eat the bugs, okay? Buying up all the properties when we had record, low levels of interest rates. They bought up all the houses and now they've upped the rent. These are not your friends. But hey, yeah, the chart technically, look at all this divergence. Tons. I kind of like the chart. It actually looks pretty good. I mean, this is shortening of thrust stuff, like where there's so much exhaustion from sellers that you make the massive drawdown, then a rally, then a lower low. Not as bad as the first one, but pretty bad. Then you rally, then it's like the same low, a slightly lower low at the inflection point, and there's all this massive bullish divergence. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing went up to higher prices. If we saw like 688 again, it could be trying to confirm a second bottom. But you better have a stop loss if anyone's trying to take a chance on something like this where the trend is clearly bearish, not your friend. You bet one must have a stop loss set up below 577 somewhere, because I think where this goes to 487 very fast if it doesn't hold this level. So yeah, that's great identification here. The trend is the only thing that sucks. Everything else is pretty good. The trend's awful though, right? Trend is, you're like counter trend trading, but it doesn't mean that a confirmation low at an inflection point with all this seller exhaustion can't play out. You go fill a gap at 661. Hey, start taking out the previous high, that'd be great, but the verdict's out. Yeah, so easy to set up a stop loss if you wanted to try to take a shot here. Take on, not the most minimal losses after today of 5.54%, but see what happens tomorrow. Could be trying to confirm a bottom, but it's a downtrend, so. Okay, so it is the first day of the summer solstice, right? So congratulations on being here for that. First day of summer. It is hot, man. We got a freaking heat wave going on for the ages. It's crazy heat. So protect your plants and your pets and your loved ones in that hot, dry sun. Longest day of the year, that's right, man. Sure feels like it. What a chart, man. BlackRock, very interesting here. Let's see what happens on this. Will this confirmation low, how well will it perform, or will it just be a scrub? I'm sure we could probably plot a channel here too, couldn't we? Some sort. Oh, look at that. It's pretty nice. Something. Oh yeah, I like 1 and 2 up there. Yeah, look at it like that. That's your BlackRock downtrend conceptualized on the chart. I like it. It failed to see the bottom again, outperforming the index funds marginally. Interesting. But I'm saying, like, the index funds are kind of showing a lower low, similar stuff, right? Carl, if you're are you lost, man? You lost, dude? Bearish on daylight? I mean bullish on daylight. Are you kidding me? It's like certain. Well, I guess bearish because, yeah. The day will be shorter tomorrow than today, but they still will be extremely long days. Dang, man, BlackRock. Interesting chart here, man. A lot of variables lining up. You're so far below that 200-day moving average, man. What about the 200 week, right? Wow, look at this on the weekly, dude. BlackRock's right there at that 200-week moving average at this inflection point. This could be, I mean, you gotta wonder. I mean, this is low risk. You know, it could play out. Like, you hadn't seen positive momentum on BlackRock since November of last year. This certainly could be an area where maybe you hold and you rally somewhat significantly off this level. Yeah, man. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Let's see how it plays out. I mean, this isn't too different than the way I traded Target. Remember, it was a lot lower, though, COVID crash, but wow, I gotta post this. Keep your eye on BlackRock, even though they're causing the destruction of humanity in a lot of ways. Okay. Bitcoin's fine, dude. The bearish divergence, I don't think has played out at all yet. Like the hidden bearish divergence, I don't think we could call this playing out. No. I think you need to go to 19,891 and maybe start falling below that to be like, hey, the people that voted in this poll, the about 1,000 people that voted, for the majority to just be like, hey, we won, we were right on the poll. I think you gotta go test that 2017 cycle top level, which is right here. How about, my god, dude. What's the point of looking at this crap? I mean, I get it. Yeah, it's at that level, dude. Yeah, it was up 17% today. Sure. That one, yep. It bounced. You know, it could go up to 527, and you can't be surprised because it does that, man. But like, it hit that level and rallied. There was bullish divergence to starting to develop. It's still developing, and yeah, good day today for IMT. Well, another good day for Mullen, M-U-L-N. What the? That's awesome. That bullish Gartley was unreal. Unreal stuff. So yeah. All right, Vincent, man, and I'm always hoping that anything bearish fails. But that's hopium, dude. It's there though, undeniable. All right, so I'm gonna get out of here. Hour and a half, whatever. It's one of those streams. Give me a break, dude. Hangover from the Saturday stream. Don't think we'll ever match that ever again. It's probably over for that stuff. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Until next time, respect the T. A.
Ad blocks.